Hi, I'm TEMPHUiBIS here, and today is a Q&A, just quickly gonna upload on the last day of May. htaste asks, hi guy, rather than asking two questions, I asked one long one. Here's a video of Muslims praying in Moscow. Yep, and I watched it. Please watch the video before you answer my question. Yeah, I did that. Moscow has been transformed into multicultural city by immigration. Most immigrants in there are from African and Arabic countries. What I would like to ask is that would you like to see the same thing happen in Japan too? Muslims having prayers like that in the streets of Tokyo, mosques built next to the Shinto temples, hundreds of thousands of third world immigrants moved to Japan and changed Japanese culture to become a multicultural country society. No more strictly Japanese culture and Japanese people, but instead a multicultural culture of different races of people, mostly Arabic and African. What is your opinion of the idea of migrating third world country peeps to Japan and so forever changing Japanese culture to a multicultural one? If I have to be very honest, I wouldn't like it because, obviously, if I want to move to Japan, I would do sort of like the right thing and learn the Japanese culture and try and live, with their culture. Now, if we are going to have a little bit here and there of Arabic people and African people and everything like that, yeah, what I just don't feel there should be is completely have streets all filled with these guys praying. I saw the video. That was crazy. What if somebody wanted to drive down the street? Obviously they couldn't. This is all they need, right? Yeah. There's like a mosque just over there, just a little bit, just around the corner to me, right? Yeah. It's like a very small mosque. You wouldn't think it's a mosque. In fact, it's actually a shop with the mosque just upstairs. So it's more or less just a small house. And funnily enough, when they're having their mosque, when you see them coming out of it or going in it, you see millions of them standing outside. I'm like, wow, how the hell does all of those people fit in that small little thing? But at least they can all do it in their way and they're not in anybody else's way. They can, that in my opinion is all right because they're not in anybody else's way. That's how they should all do it. Not cover up the whole fucking streets like that. That's crazy. I wouldn't want it to happen to Japan like that. I know that, it's pretty hard to keep it one culture forever, but all they just need to do is just simple things like that. Just a little mosque where people can have their things where they do, and everyone's happy. That's how I look at it. Now, StockyDoccy asks, what are your thoughts on YouTube releasing a subscription fee to allow to view your favourite channel? Would you support this crap? No, I wouldn't. I'm hoping that ain't even true, It's like if that was true, I might as well kiss the growth of my channel goodbye. I know, that most of my subscribers and everything love my videos and everything like, yeah, but I can't imagine them paying to watch it, even if it was a cheap price and everything like, yeah, because all I am is just a guy just sitting down talking. Well, unless when I'm doing music videos and uploading music, but I would not support this. Yeah, I'd go well against it. In fact, you know what? I don't even have to go against it, yeah, because I just know if they do it, that's just when the fall of YouTube starts. When boxing started doing pay-per-view, that's when the fall of boxing started. All that. All that stuff happens. Things do grow, even if you have to pay for it, yeah. But then when something was really, really, really big, and then you have to, and then you pay for it, that's when it usually goes down because then no one cares anymore. Look at DLC. Look how much people not want to buy consoles or buy games anymore because of DLC. All stuff like that, you know what I mean? And his second question. I watched one of your videos titled my top 10 childhood memories, and I mentioned Watership Down being one of them, the same narrator created a film based off a book called The Plague Dogs. Have you seen it? And if so, what did you think of it? Yeah, I've seen The Plague Dogs, and I love The Plague Dogs based on the same like animation style and everything like, yeah. Tony Guy is a fucking brilliant animator. He knows what he's doing. It's got the same voices as well. You know, I really feel, yeah, that they've done a good job, yeah, with the film. As for the film itself, I think it's a bit over the line in the sense of, man, if you've got a dog, I can imagine you being pissed off with this film. I mean, I understand where they were going, and the ending was a very, very sad ending. I understand what they were doing with the ending, but it's such a sad one. It's just unreal. You know, like, you know, they're looking for peace, and the only way they could get peace, you know, was swimming out to nowhere, where they obviously just disappeared. It's obviously, you know, they died by drowning. It just feels, it was a bit random. It's not, I mean, it's not a bad film, yeah. I still prefer Watership Down, definitely, yeah. And I ain't gonna say that this film's a bad film, you know, because I'd still buy it. You know, it's still a fantastic piece of work, yeah, from the same studios, right, yeah. Richard Adams, who's the book writer, bloody, you know, he's still fantastic in my opinion. And the animators, you know, Tony Guy, and the director, Martin Rosen, brilliant. These guys are just all fantastic. All just legends. BabaluJack asks, I know you ain't a fan of first-person shooters. I'm kind of getting tired with the overflow of Call of Duty and its imitators. However, after seeing Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, and watching my brother play Bioshock, my faith in FPS games is restoring. Would you play more FPS games if more adopted to a unique style of graphics, premise, gameplay, etc.? To be personally honest, I don't think so. You know, a lot of people, a few people have always asked me, Tem, what would you want in a first-person shooter that would make you play it, yeah? See, the thing is, this is where people are not realising what I'm not really liking about the first-person shooter aspect, yeah? You know, let me try and explain it to you in two ways, right, yeah? When I can see that a game was made out of passion, that's a game I'd usually get. But when I see that a person was just making a game based on, you know, he's just only for money and that's it, right? That's what usually the games I don't play. You know, like, first-person shooters are big these days. It's big in the market. So when somebody goes ahead and just makes a first-person shooter game, they're just playing safe. They're not trying anything new. They're not taking no risks. They're just doing it because they know they'll get money for it. That's not what I respect. So I don't feel the need to play that person's game. Even if some people may just say that, oh, we'll change the gameplay around and just do this little tiny touch to it and everything like, yeah. And it's like, oh, wow, yeah, it's brand new now. You know, no. You know, there'll need to be a lot more freaking shit to do, yeah. The second thing that which would sort of, is that a lot of people seem to get this twisted, right, yeah. That, like, for instance, yeah, I've got my first-person shooter games that I play. I play GoldenEye, I play Perfect Dark, and another game that I managed to just tolerate was Fear. Those are the games, yeah, that I've been playing, right? Now, you know, the one reason why I don't also play other things yet is because I don't usually like to play the same genre, even if it's all different franchises. Like, a lot of people, yeah, would think that if 75 different companies all together, all these every day, yeah, just all made Amphro fighting games, all different Amphro fighting franchises. So if, let's imagine there's 75 different Amphro franchises, everyone would think, yeah, that I would probably play every single one of them. That's not really the case. You know, fighting games is my favorite genre right now, yeah. And look at, well, actually, beat 'em up games more my favorite genre, but a lot of things different there. But fighting games is one of my favorite genres, and I don't play Virtua Fighter. You know, I don't play Dead or Alive. I don't even play Bloody Roar that much. You know, I never had a Bloody Roar game. I just played it when only my friends had it. You know, and that is a game that has a bit of Amphro. It's not exactly Amphro, but you know what I'm saying, guys. Yeah, I won't just buy a game because it has this and everything. That, yeah. So technically, even if a new first-person shooter game come out that had something different, maybe something towards what I like, which what would I like really? I still may not get it. If there was anything to say that, oh, what I'd like in a first-person shooter game, yeah, maybe for one they can take out the storylines and ridiculous long campaign bollocks and just go straight into missions and just keep straight to gameplay, pick up and play. You know, maybe enough of the orchestral music. Yeah, this is not a movie. What's that word? A movie. I always keep forgetting the goddamn word, even though I say it in every single bloody video. Interactive movie. You know, how about bring some nice, good old school games music in there? You know, maybe a bit of futuristic stuff. Maybe some of the characters you're shooting a bit different than just humans and everything. Yeah, I thought one game that was at least pretty not bad was Resistance. You know, it gave a little bit of different things, but it's still just not what. I just think first-person shooter is it's just a genre that's just been rinsed. Even if somebody comes out with a fantastic one that's made with passion and everything and all that, yeah, it's just so rinsed now that I just don't think I can get myself into it now. You know, how about some first-person kung fu? That'd be nice. You know, and that's another thing, right? Yeah. Okay, but let me take that back. Yeah, there was actually another first-person thing I liked as well was Time Crisis, because it was like a first-person light gun series. You know, when you play the FPS mode, and with the way the gun was, it was actually fantastic. You know, so that was also a fantastic different experiment, a first-person light gun series. That is a much more creative gameplay than any first-person shooter ever. So that game was fantastic. But yeah, that's that. And second, also Temp, watch more Japanese MMA. Much better than the watered down American products. You know what, yeah? I do watch Japanese MMA, right, yeah? But there's one thing you need to realise as well, yeah? I usually like watching MMA when it's live. I don't usually like watching ones that was done back in the day and everything. Like, you know, I always try and watch them when they're live, when they're current. Now, these Japanese MMA shows, yeah, they don't promote themselves that much. I don't know when they're on. There could be a Japanese show this Saturday when there's, there's no UFC this Saturday. There could be a Japanese show on. I could watch it, but I won't know about it. And then also, on top of that, where does it play? Is it all just streaming? I hate streaming. Streaming, disgusting. When it comes to UFC, I pay for my UFC. I pay for ESPN. I watch it HD. You know what I mean? I love that stuff, yeah. Where do we get that with Japanese MMA? You know, man. The only times when I usually would watch a Japanese MMA event is when you tell me about it. Fair enough, there was the one time, yeah, that I didn't when you told me about it, yeah, but that was because it was on the same night as a fantastic UFC card that had 3 fights that I was waiting months for, and I was not going to miss those. So therefore, that don't count, yeah. But half the times, you're the one who tells me when the Japanese MMA is on, and then I'll watch it. So, you know, they need to big themselves up a bit more. They need to come out a bit more. Maybe it would probably have been more easier if I was living in Japan, because I remember I did say in a video that that was one of the reasons why I do want to move to Japan, you know. Now, I've got a question for you. What do you mean by watered down American products? Is there still MMA in Japan that has the same rules as Pride? Okay, wait, let me answer my own question. Duh, they have one FC, By the way, I have been watching that one. Just that one. But does Deep? I know one of the Japanese ones called Deep. Do they have the old school rules, like kicking a man's head when they're down and all that? It's like soccer kicks. Do they have that? And that's all. Yeah, I got a lot more to say about that theory, but you know, we got to move on with the Q&A here. Martino007 asks, what upcoming movies are you excited to see within this year, if anything, and why is that? I think the only film really is Pacific Rim. You know, a lot of people predicted that I'll be in the film, yeah, because it's fighting robots and all that, yeah, and it's robots fighting aliens and all that. You know, it doesn't really work that way, right, yeah? Fair enough, yeah, they're humans controlling the robots and everything like that, yeah? You know, it looked like a little bit of a Gundam style type thing. It's not bad. It does seem interesting, yeah, to see that, aliens wanted to take over the world, but they're not coming from the sky, they're coming from below. That's a little bit unique and everything in a way, yeah? But that's still not exactly what I like in films, yeah, that you're trying to make me want to be interested into films, you know. Let me try and put it to you this way, yeah. I'm more into competitive stuff, like when there's a league of something or a tournament of something. That's what Real Steel was like. It was a sport, a sport film, a fantasy sport film, you know. But then again, it's not that too much fantasy because robot boxing is in real life. They just made it look like proper real boxing robots. So there was a bit of a difference on that situation. But yeah, that's how I feel about Pacific Rim. It looks interesting and I will watch it. Oh, shit. I forgot. There's a film here that for some weird reason I keep thinking it's coming out in 2014, but it's not. It's coming out this year. And man, I haven't been saving my money. I don't think I'll be able to go to the cinema. Fuck it, I'm gonna put myself in debt. Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. That is going to be a fucking dog's bollocks film. Going to be fucking brilliant. I can't wait to see that. You know, the new character. People predicted I was gonna like that character. Yeah, I do. I forgot what his name is, but no worries. When I go to see the film, it's gonna be wicked. Probably gonna be watching it in the IMAX because I think it's gonna be really fantastic and it's worth watching in the IMAX. You know, I heard it's a massive success in Japan already, and because of that, they may actually come out with new Dragon Ball Z episodes. That's actually kind of hyped me up, really. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm definitely going to watch that. Any other films this year? No. I heard they're starting to work on a new Incredible Hulk film, but that won't be out this year. Okay, that's that. And second, have you thought about finding a girlfriend to live with, or do you prefer to be single? Well, if I have to be really honest, I don't prefer to be single, but at the same time, if a girl doesn't understand what I am is what I am, who I am is who I am, what I like is what I like, it's gonna be hard. It's hard for relationships to work. I can't keep a relationship. I've been what, the longest I was ever in a relationship was what, 2-3 months? You know, I'm just never good at keeping a relationship. Let's just say, in short, I don't prefer to be single, but it looks like that's what's going to happen. You know, I remember trying, going to a MMA Cupid dating site, where it's supposed to be a dating site for MMA fans, but every girl who seems to join that site don't seem to be MMA fans, don't even seem to chat about MMA or anything really. So I'm debating whether I should pay money to that site and everything, and really try and contact the girls on there. But you know, it is what it is. If I'm meant to have a really good person in my life that I can trust, and that we could share, we could do blah 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 with, and everything. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. If it's not, it's not. It sucks, but what can I do? Ryan Thornton, what is your dream car? A black old school Prius, painted with lovely green designs and everything like, yeah, great, nice green emerald shiny rims on the tires. You know, a green light underneath the bonnet. They usually do those stuff. Maybe a green interior as well. It's all fantastic stuff in there. You know, that's it really. Or at least any other black car that has a lovely fantastic shape, and that's a hybrid as well, and that can do that sort of stuff. But so far my eyes are on the Prius. The old Prius, not the new Prius. If you could meet one person in the world, who would it be and why? I guess it would be the person who I would want to meet is the person who understands what I am is what I am, what I do is what I do, the person that I can connect with very well, regardless what she's into, what I'm into, the person who's just understandable, really. That's all I got. That's it. bboyagenttekken, would you like to see the Antarctica and why? No way. I can't stand cold. You know, I swear to God, man. I'm the type of guy that gets cold really, really easy. You know, people come around my house and it's like everyone's all burning hot here and everything and all that, yeah. And I'm cold. You know, me going to the Antarctica is like, are you mad? There's no way I'll ever go to the Antarctica. Do you plan on doing more travelling? And if so, where would you like to go? I'd like to go to Japan. I'd like to go to America, a couple of states in America. I'd like to go to Switzerland. I'd like to go to Germany at some point. Sometimes in the back of my head, yeah, I am thinking of going to Sweden. Maybe Sweden. I'd like to go to... There's only one reason why I would like to go to India, and that's to meet Baba, the cosmic barber. You know, it's like every person once in their life must visit Baba, the cosmic barber. Might go to the Philippines, meet Putty. Everyone needs to meet Putty. I've said Japan already. One place I'm scared to go to, but I know there are some cool things there, is Australia. But I'm scared to go to Australia, man. You know, there's a certain bird in Australia. Not like I would see that bird, yeah. But I'm literally just scared if I ever come across one of these birds. It's called the cassowary, and man, they make me scared to come into Australia, boy. But yeah, there's a few things I like to do travelling wise. And Andy14324 asks, hello, how are you? So what other cities have you been within the UK, if any? Well, I've been to Luton, I've been to Redcar, I've been to Colchester now, and been to Lowestoft, Margate, Southend, Basingstoke, Slough, Taplow, Burnham. Well, Burnham is still part of Slough, really. Maidenhead, Brighton, Cambridge, Birmingham, Nottingham, Dover. Planning to go to Newcastle soon, by the way. I think I've said them. All. Yeah, I think I've said them all. So yeah, that's yeah, those are the cities that I've been to. And did you ever party all night long, like till 6 AM or something like that back in the good old days? Depends what you classify as party. I mean, there are times when I have a great games night with loads of friends around and everything. We all have pizza, we all have all great soft drinks and everything and all that, and just loving all the games and stuff like that. My friend had a pool table in his house. If you want to classify that as a party, then yeah, I have. Zayed12 asks, what programs do you use to edit pictures and such like ones like the thumbnails, like for your Ouya review? I use Photoshop mainly. I use Flash 5 just to do certain corrections with exact spaces and everything like before putting into Photoshop. I sometimes use 3ds Max. Depends which I'm going to create. Like when I created the can in can you guess what my favorite drink is after watching this video? You saw the can on that thumbnail. I did 3ds Max for that one. Yeah, so it's just different ones really. Do you play FIFA 13? And if so, how do you personally go about beating the keeper on one-on-one situations? For the life of me, I just can't constantly score in that situation. Yes, I see what you mean. I mean, there are the times when I always try the same thing. It doesn't work. It works like 2 times out of 10. And what it is, the keeper's here. You come at this angle, like that angle towards the keeper. As he comes out, what I do is I tend to hold. You got to find out in the instructions what button is it you have to do the finesse shots, because I think in FIFA 13 it's different. I think they change it all the time. So hold the button that makes the finesse shots. Basically do a finesse shot when you come at that an angle like that. Sometimes it's hard to come at an angle like that because of the defenders, but when you're going straight at the keeper, it doesn't usually work. Try coming at an angle and use a finesse shot. It might place the ball past the keeper. But sometimes be careful where you use it as well, because sometimes it can make the ball go off as well and you miss the goal completely. And Stephen Jamieson asks, how much do the fans mean to you and how much do fans motivate you? Thanks for visiting me. It means a lot. The way you came up with the idea and that my mum was on it, you're awesome. Yeah, man. Cheers, yeah, man. No worries for that. And yeah, and the fans do mean a lot to me. Yeah, you know, a lot of fans mean so much. You know, when I do speak with you guys and everything, yeah, it does motivate me quite a lot. And you know, when I do meet up with you guys, yeah, it's really great, yeah. Although I have been struggling with music, I am trying to get motivated. You know, it is motivating me to keep on, even though I'm not getting nothing done. You know, it's motivating me to keep on, try and say, you know what, gotta keep going. Don't want to quit anything. You know, at one point I was thinking of coming out with a video saying, should I quit music and just stick to animation? And it's like, nah, now I shouldn't even be like that. I mean, who's going to do the music for the animation? You know, there's so many different things, really. But there's always a time when animation goes well, music don't go well, music goes well, then animation don't go well. So those sort of things always happen. you just inspire me to just keep going. So that's cool. And Purtell asks, what do you think of the Colchester area? I think it's a nice, peaceful area. You know, definitely great. You know, I was a little let down, but I mean, well, fair enough. Just keep in mind, this is only the one part of Colchester that I was in. I was a little let down, yeah, that how minimal food shops and all that sort of stuff was. You know, when me and Stephen drove to the kebab place, yeah, I was surprised how long a drive was. You know, what if I was living in Colchester and I didn't have a car? I'm like, wow, seriously? So, I mean, you know me. I mean, because obviously I'm one of these type of guys, yeah, that likes to eat when it comes to those, eat those type of foods when it comes to those situations. But as said already, I was only in one aspect of the Colchester area, so I can't really base the whole place on that. But in the sense of area-wise and quietness and everything, and great houses, just terrific, just terrific. You know, if I want to move out of London, Colchester could be a place on my mind. But I mean, there is still other places as well. Still other places I have planned. And second, what is your view on the Xbox One? The design for the Xbox One, I do like the slick design, yeah. But I'm pretty shocked that they just went with a normal basic box, looking like a TV box or video or VCR sort of thing. I'm pretty shocked they went with that direction. You know, the one thing I really hate the most is the name, Xbox One. You know, it's like, seriously, that's the name you come up with, Xbox One. Okay, it's not, the console's not about the name, so let's not go too much about the name. So so we'll forget about the name for the moment, yeah. But we also hate the fact that it's TV this, TV. You know, we all love TV, so they decided to make a console for the TV so we can watch TV on our TV. You know, that's really what it is, man. I just think it's just a complete waste of time. You know, I'm already sort of getting off the next generation of games and everything, yeah. Like, the next game generation's got to do a damn lot of work to keep me interested, and unfortunately they are not off to a good start. You know, it's not, man, the Xbox One is seriously nowhere near for me. You know, I think it's just going to be probably one of the worst consoles ever. You know, but that's all I got to say, guys. That's all of the questions for the Q&A. And next, now I got some upcoming videos coming up soon. Yeah, they're nearly edited, nearly finished up. I got a video that's got something to do with 3ds Max, and I got a video. I recorded me and Stav having a sparring session in the ring, and I managed to film it, and boy, was I shit. You guys are probably going to laugh at this here, because now you can see how much of a really good fighter I really am. Fucking hell. You know, I think, yeah, some of my friends' kids could beat the shit out of me when I watch, because I watched the video back, yeah, the footage back, and I cringe at how bad I am. It's funny though, but you guys, you're going to get a laugh out of it. So when it's uploaded, yeah, you guys will see, you guys will just laugh. So that's everything, guys. Yeah, thanks very much. I'll speak to you all later. Love who you are.